They were wizards, but they slit your gizzards too. They plundered arcane mysteries, and all their foes did wail. Beware lest ye encounter a mighty Mage of Sail.
We return to Bones Cavern, or the foot of the river, depending how you want to hear it. Most things on Bones Island have at least 2 different names. But as you sit around and watch, all of the locals flood into the cavern and start bringing in food that they brought from home and decorations and streamers and basically whatever anyone has, they bring it along for people to look at and think how cool they are. They also start to set up stalls, which is quite exciting. And already you can see various villagers like, I'm gonna kick the shit out of that stall. I'm getting that prize. And Hendrik goes up and he goes, "Welcome, everyone. I'm delighted to say that the wizards said yes. And we'll be sending them off tomorrow on their grand mission. And it's all gonna be just fucking amazing. There's gonna be fireballs, and people from the Order will be like, no, fireballs, shit." So in the meantime, before they sit...
I don't think you say that, but...
Yard.
It's not supposed to really be that open knowledge. That's fine, I guess. It's fine.
And
that's fine.
And he says, "So will everyone please give me, to start off the feast, their best yar?" And all of the crowd go, 3, 2, 1. And the feast begins. You know what's happening at this feast? A bunch of shit. That's what's happening. So you're all welcome to eat all the food, whatever you said. Basically, roughly anything that anyone could possibly provide on this island, they have brought. There's meat, there's vegetables, there's meat that you don't really recognize what creature it came from. One of the more interesting things.
Hot dogs.
Yeah. There's some pretty strange vegetables too. And you might wonder about the provenance of those vegetables. Perhaps it's a plot twist coming along. Who knows? Maybe we're just dropping lore right now. But there's also quite normal food that you could eat. There's carrots and so forth if you're of a more pedestrian palate.
Grog.
Oh yeah, there's grog aplenty.
Okay.
There's, if anything, too much grog. You could have grog, you could have a batida, you could have any kind of pirate drink. I know 2 pirate drinks and I've just named both.
I don't know what a batida is.
Or a Dark and Stormies.
A Dark and Stormies, yeah, absolutely. A batida is like a nice drink.
So we got grog.
It's a
nice drink.
It's kind of like a cachaça drink.
Okay.
So it's a kind of rum, and it's also got condensed milk and sort of coconut.
Weird.
And it's very tasty.
Keep saying words.
I thought that I knew how to make a batida. We went to a place called Smuggler's Cove in San Francisco, who have not sponsored the show.
I've wanted to go there.
Shouts out.
Yeah. It's a tiki bar, right?
Yeah, get the pink.
It's all pirate themed. So maybe we'll film there someday.
That'd be awesome.
But but yeah, we had these batidas, and then we thought, well, batidas are so great. We're going to go home and we're going to learn to make batidas. And we thought that we did do that because we made what seemed to be a perfectly acceptable version of a batida and went, we've mastered this. This is great. And then we went back to Smuggler's Cove and we tasted the batidas again. And we realized that what we had been creating was not batidas.
It was a nightmare.
We had simply been putting condensed milk in rum.
That sounds like a
We had made milky rum.
Do you have any rum, by the way?
Do we have some rum? We probably have some rum somewhere.
I could have brought rum.
'Tis the season.
'Tis the season, yeah. Well, we'll grog up next time. That'll be what we do.
I have the ingredients for actual tiki drinks. I could bring some of those.
Yeah,
I'd love
same.
to get rid of them because they're gross if you don't put them in tiki drinks.
Yes.
Oh, I bet.
I learned how to make tiki drinks over the pandemic anyway.
So here are some contests that are happening at this feast.
Okay.
Over in one corner, a bunch of pirates have all taken off their shirts and are engaging in a fighting pit to see who is the best fighter of all of them. It's all in good fun. It doesn't seem like anyone's getting too angry about it right now, but that's definitely what people are oiling up and going, we're gonna do this. It's time to show that I'm a big tough guy. There's a knife throwing contest that appears to have a prize attached, and there is a very striking woman standing and looking at the knife throwing contest as though she perhaps intends to win it. There's also a game of Catch the Monkey.
What? All right.
And when I say there is a game of Catch the Monkey, there is a monkey loose in Bones Cavern.
Okay.
Not sure that this was a planned event, but there will probably be a prize if you can catch the monkey.
And everyone's playing.
Yeah.
It's an ARG.
They have set up a lock-picking contest. Someone has put up a big fake door with a lock on it. And they're pirates. They engage in scoundrelry on occasion, and it's a good place to show what a good pirate you are. There is another place that just seems like it might possibly be a staring contest. Just pirates looking at each other real hard. Could be a romantic thing, but it hasn't gone that way so far. In fact, a lot of the stalls seem like that. You could kind of take them either way. So if anyone has a particular stall or contest at the feast that they would like to engage in, please let me know. Now, the lady who is standing by the knife throwing contest, she's wildly flamboyantly dressed.
Okay.
She's dressed in masculine clothing. She has a multicolored plume of feathers coming from her hat.
Okay.
And she comes up to you, Saoirse, and bows low, takes it off as she introduces herself and says, Corbin St. James, pleased to make your acquaintance. I believe I'll be joining you as the communications officer on your ship.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Who might I be speaking to?
My name is Saoirse.
Oh, what a beautiful name, if you don't mind me saying.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You have an interesting name as well.
I do. Corbin. Yes, it means raven.
Fitting.
Fitting. Indeed. What makes you say that?
I'm assuming this person has dark hair, maybe?
Yeah. She's a little bit taken aback when you say fitting. And she went, oh, the hair, of course.
Yes.
That makes perfect sense. Yeah, I'm the communications officer. I make sure that all the messages are getting back and forth between your ship and Bones Island.
Ravens are good at that, too.
Ravens are very good at that. Were you aware, in fact, that is how we communicate?
Now I am.
Yes, we have trained ravens who take messages back and forth. It's really quite fancy.
They're very smart.
Called Discorvid.
Discord,
There they go.
It's time to
like the program
There's been
Discord.
too many puns. Tabby's gone.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
But with Corbin.
Sorry. Yep, go on.
So where did you sail in from?
We don't need to talk about that.
Oh, well, secrets are secrets on the Unconquered Isles. You'll
Yeah.
find that out pretty soon.
I feel like I have that in common with a lot of people here.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really like to talk about where we're from.
Indeed.
We're here to address the problem at hand.
I was born on the Isles.
Oh.
Yeah, I've actually never left. This is it for me.
And does that find you well? Do you want to explore? Do you hear the call of the sea?
I get plenty of sea. It's just the Isles themselves. There's a new thing to see wherever you go. But if you have any questions about them, I'd be happy to answer.
How do you feel about this whole bones discussion?
Which specific one? There's a lot of discussion of bones.
I know. I find that as the case. It comes up a lot. So you're on the side of the Bones Island.
Oh yes, of course. Perfect name.
And we discovered when we arrived that there's also the Isle of Bone camp.
The Isles, yes.
Yes. How long has this been going on? I'm just trying to get a straight answer here.
I would say since Nigel left about a year ago.
So he's been the point of contention here. He brought this.
Yes, he's a complete
Subject.
prick.
Yeah.
I'm going to confess I don't have a lot of time for Nigel, and that isn't a rare quality among the pirates of this island.
Well, here he's going to maybe join us for some
Really?
entertainment. That's what it is. I'm just getting
Well,
the vibe of that.
that would be entertaining, I guess. There's entertainment to be had with Nigel. It's mainly in making fun of him, of course. He's not tend to be the life of the party. But I look forward if he's going to make an appearance. Do you happen to know when?
No, I have a feeling he might be the unlife of the party, though, by the end of it.
Do you think they're going to turn Nigel into a vampire?
You say that like that's a normal thing?
I don't know. What does unlife mean to you? I'm certainly not a vampire. I can assure you of that.
Are there Is there someone close at hand that is a vampire?
Well, if you recall, Saoirse, on the Unconquered Isles, your secrets are yours to keep.
Vampire.
Just writing that down on there.
Just takes out
Gordon
a
St.
little book,
James.
is like vampire.
It is dark,
And the
right? It's
vampire.
nighttime.
It is
Yeah.
nighttime.
You did a
yeah.
night check, so.
I did a
prime
night check.
feasting.
I mean, from what I can understand about this place is it's unconquered and wild, so who knows what'll happen.
Yeah, I mean, quite. Who knows? I mean, we're all friends here. We're not going to kick anyone out just for being a vampire. You
No,
understand?
no,
Well,
I
I'm not
mean-
one myself. All sorts of people are welcome on the Isles. You'll find that. I met a were-snake once. Would you do such a thing?
I mean, there's all
Just
sorts of things out there we
Be
don't
a
know
snake,
about.
and then just be a guy.
And then be a bigger snake.
Yes, he could be an enormous snake. It
Yeah.
was quite a sight.
Yes.
I'll tell you that. I don't relish the opportunity to see him again.
I mean, vampires
Off-putting gentleman.
Vampires are a little more believable than a were-snake.
Oh, yeah, certainly. I believe in vampires. I believe in some of them very strongly.
Oh, yeah. Some of them?
I must go. Mingling, that kind of thing.
Some vampires.
Mm-hmm.
Is there garlic at this feast? Grab
If
some.
anyone wants to interrupt me to take part in a game, feel free. Otherwise, I'm going to parade NPCs before you.
I'm just drinking a bunch.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
getting
grog zone.
shit housed.
Yeah, so Aura's are like half shit housed already, and she just goes up to Liga. That's how you say it, right? Liga. And she's like, Liga. She's really drunk. She's like, wow, like she's like white girl drunk. Like she's like, yeah, wow. Like she's like, but she's like clearly like she's only gotten drunk with like the mages at the hermetic. Do they have like
Order of Hermes.
Order of Hermes? Yeah.
Ooh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. So they're just like, they're super boring. So she's just like, I don't really want to talk to the pirates, so I've just gotten drunk.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
It makes it easier to talk.
We actually haven't had a description of League here yet.
Yeah.
Liga she looks very old, in her 70s. She also is missing a hand that she lost when she was much younger. And she's just wearing her peasant clothing, drinking a beer, watching you come over, and is very excited to see what is going to come with a white girl drunk.
She's like, Liga, where did you come from?
The woods.
Where? What woods?
The woods.
Well, there's woods everywhere.
And you sense that the woods is capitalized.
Okay. The big woods, is it the Germany? Or, I speak old German. It's really hard. I read a book. I read a couple of books with it in it.
I'm from a place called Latvia.
Oh, I know where that is. Is it by Poland?
Kind of.
That's close enough.
Close enough. I'm like, is Prussia still a thing then? No, I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I think so.
But it's, I fucking don't ask me. That's not what
It's Eastern Europe.
Geography.
This is where it's cold. The sun doesn't really shine in the winter. It's that general
So
area.
same as London.
There are bears, like London.
So,
Do you think I should go try and fight those men over there?
Actually, yes, and I'm going to back you up.
Really?
Let's do it together. We're gonna
Do you want to
fight.
fight them together?
Yes.
so you're going up towards the fighting pit?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do
I
it.
think that we could be underdogs who would just wipe the floor with them.
Wilhelm's been watching in the corner and decides to see what's going to happen here.
Okay, so you're just going to go and
How
watch?
does the music feel about this fighting?
The music is still playing, but the music just says to you,
Perhaps we could devour them all once we're done. I could certainly win this contest.
I think I can win this contest. We can.
but yeah, if you want to approach the fighting pit, let's do it.
Yeah, I want to fight. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like hanging on to you, clearly in no state to fight.
I'm questioning whether or not I should give you a dice penalty, but I'm just going to say no.
You can.
It's more fun not to. Also, there's not too many dice to take away in strength and brawl.
I have no strength in
Yeah. So
Put a lot of grease on.
So you square up, and immediately, as you walk towards the fighting pit, whatever was going on, like whoever was about to fight, it's like, one of the wizards wants to fight. Okay, so you square up to a guy. You walk up to him, and he looks like he's probably like 18 or 19. So
Both of us?
oh, you both want to fight?
Yeah, we're gonna fight together.
Okay,
We're both
you're gonna
fighting.
fight
Like,
together?
Yeah, I'm like, the two of us can fight your biggest brawler.
Yeah, 2 on 1.
2 on you versus the biggest guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fetch Big Paul. We call him that on account of he's very big.
I'm just gonna laugh if like a little Paul showed up.
So Big Paul stands up, and you know, it's a good thing that if there were any sunlight in the cavern, it would have been eclipsed by the sheer size of Big Paul.
Oh, wow.
He's a big fella.
Big Paul's big.
He has a lot of ornate tattoos that are all each one probably represents a different voyage he went on the ship.
Okay.
And he goes, yeah, Big Paul will fight a wizard.
I say, if we beat you, Big Paul, you have to serve on our ship.
Well,
Yes.
I was going to anyway, but there is a prize if you beat me.
Oh, okay.
Surprise.
We don't know yet. It's a secret prize. But it's normally something pretty good.
Yeah, we get a cool prize.
Yeah, whatever.
All right.
Pretend to come drunk too.
Woo! She says woo a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
Let's square up, and first to knock down is out. Okay, so you enter the fighting pit, the 2 of you versus Big Paul, who is, I'm going to say it again, he's a big gentleman. Because
Yeah.
you guys wanted to go to the last boss. You want to go to the boss of the fighting pit.
A few questions. What is Big Paul wearing?
Big Paul is stripped to the waist, and he's wearing sort of piratey pantaloons and no shoes.
What is our setting? Are there things like above us, like?
So the fighting pit is has been circled around, so there's not like a lot of stuff that you can hit a guy with.
Okay.
It's intended to be a sort of rough and tumble, hand-to-hand combat kind of thing. So aside from the torches that are around, like there's food on the table and that kind of thing, there isn't a bunch of, for instance, matter on the around in the fighting pit.
It's a bare knuckle fight.
Yeah.
Is there any fire keeping things lit?
Oh yeah, there's torches all over the walls.
Okay, great.
And there's the huge brazier at the entrance.
Perfect.
If you intend to immolate Big Paul.
That'd be great.
I imagine the mountain, but not as mean from the Game of Thrones.
Oh, he's a big guy, but he's nice.
Yeah.
He's also got kind of like a high voice.
Yeah,
It's endearing.
yeah.
So you guys ready? Because Big Paul's ready to fucking roll some dice.
Are there any spirits that are willing to help me in this area?
You turn up your spirit sight. So the spirit of there's various animistic spirits in everything, but none of them seem particularly interested. Like there's fire spirits and there's the spirit of the stone in the table, and those kind of things. But no one who's sitting there going like, I ought to get in on Aura's side.
Yeah.
If you have a particular spirit you'd like to try and contact, you could give it a go.
Yeah, I'd like to have a chat with Fire
Okay.
and just say, hey, can you do me a solid and like set his shoe on fire?
So while you're doing this, Paul is like,
You give me the hot foot.
and then he looks a little bit embarrassed. So he's trying to make it because he thought the fight was going to start, and he's like,
Stretching.
yeah, starts doing some press ups while you sort of you kind of say to the fire, hey, can you help me out? You set this guy afire, and the so give me a roll for that because that is
You're giving me my hot foot.
that is a level 2,
Great.
and I'm going to say it's coincidental right now because the fire hasn't done
Yes.
anything yet.
What would I use for abilities?
So you're just using your Arete plus occult
Okay,
because you're using your occult knowledge to summon it.
got
So
it.
it's going to be 5 dice.
Okay. Do I need any? And 1 paradox because I have 1 paradox.
Absolutely.
Got 2 successes.
One on a paradox.
1 on a paradox.
Okay, great. So you succeed on your roll.
Okay.
And the fire speaks to you and it says, I am the fire, and all I wish is to be ended. I wish to consume all and then have there be nothing of me. And the music is like,
Right?
And I'm like, No, this isn't time for this philosophical talk. Like, just set his shoe on fire.
No. I just wish to burn, give light, and be gone.
I want his shoe to give you light.
No, I'm so happy being where I am. So you can make a roll,
You're
mundane
a little
roll.
bitch.
You want to give it a mundane roll to persuade it.
Okay.
So what do you want to use? I guess you could call it your etiquette
Yeah,
and your
etiquette.
manipulation
I don't have much
to
manipulation.
persuade the fire that it should do something that it doesn't necessarily normally
Okay.
want to do.
I don't
Can I
know.
pick up on anything she's trying to do?
It's sad.
You don't
what
have
I'm doing
spirit
is sad.
sight, so you might be able to hear what she's saying.
Do I
figure
have?
it
I don't think
out.
I have any manipulation. Oh
You
no,
have
I
two
do. I do.
manipulation
I do. Okay,
and
I have
two in
just
etiquette.
for
Are
just
you
for
saying
spirits.
what you're saying to the fire out loud?
Yeah,
because
because she's drunk.
person. Okay.
So,
Yeah. It's not a secret.
no.
He hears
still-
he hears the words fire.
Yeah. But I still keep the paradox.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh no, so if it's a mundane roll, the paradox, you don't need paradox.
Okay, well, whatever. That's 3 successes.
3 successes. The fire says, "We would need to be closer, and then we could consume his feet, and then be at an end."
I'm never talking to fire again. Oh, I will. That's a lie. I'm like, fine. And I like try and like roll on the ground like I'm gonna like, like roll behind Big Paul.
Okay, like you're doing like a dodge roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Really badly.
Okay. So you do it. give me a roll for that because you're drunk. Give me a dexterity plus athletics. And I'm going to call this a difficulty of 3.
Okay.
I'm increasing the difficulty a little bit because it's
Okay. Right there. That one again. 3 success. So 2 6. That was on
success.
there. 2. There was 3.
Okay.
Yeah, that one was on
yeah,
there.
3
I think it was,
successes.
yeah.
So you successfully execute a dodge roll behind Paul, who's confused because he didn't think the fight had started, but he thinks it's a trap, so he's looking right at Liga.
Okay.
All right, I have my arm up.
Okay. So you're ready to fight? You just want to swing for him?
Is this what you guys are?
I'm just watching.
Just watching this like, uh-oh.
And what should I do?
And I'm like, be careful, she's from the woods.
This is from the woods.
The woods.
Capitalized. Hey, quick question. Correspondence thicken. Can you describe what that means?
Thicken space. So essentially you're making it more difficult for people to scry or
Okay,
teleport
gotcha.
around you.
Thank you.
So Lee, someone finally gonna take a swing at Big Paul?
I'm going to fake right and go left.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me your strength plus brawl. Or as the case may be, just your strength.
Hey, I have stealth.
Can I potentially apply a mental impulse to Big Paul?
There's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't.
Okay.
Yes, help us.
I would love to apply a mental impulse to have him. His knee kind of starts to give out on his right
Okay.
side.
So what did you roll?
I got 1 success.
You got 1 success. So you actually, so Paul didn't use all of his dice because he still thinks that Aura's going to do something. So he's kind of splitting his attention between the two of you. You take a swing at him and he does block it and he takes a swing back and misses.
Oh,
Because he's still like, his attention is a little bit behind him and he's not managed to get it right. So you survived the first round with Big Paul.
are the pirates excited?
Yeah, everyone's kind of
yeah.
thrilled that
Everyone's yarring.
something weird and deceptive is happening to Big Paul. Like, I didn't know wizards were like this, like bad at fighting, but weird. So
Entertaining.
you want to add that? So that's a level 2 mind spell.
Yes.
Given the impulse that his knee should give out.
Yes.
As you get down on one knee. So go ahead and just give me your 5 dice. That's coincidental. You need to get at least 2 successes.
All right. We get
You got 3.
You got 3? Okay. So, and did you get any scullies on? Oh,
No,
you
I
didn't have
did
any
not.
paradox
Yeah,
dice.
yeah.
So at the beginning of the next round, Paul's knee gives out and he drops on the knee suddenly as though
Bad
he
luck.
might have rent something, and everyone goes, "Ooh!"
It's a little lower.
Can I like know there's magic going on and anticipate before that and like kick him in the back of the knee?
So you could You could
Like
definitely,
wrestling?
having
We're
used your
wrestling.
like etheric senses, kind of been aware that there is magic going on. But you can take a kick at him while he is on one knee, and he'll have kind of disadvantage on that roll essentially. So do you want to try that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so go and
we're wrestling.
and give me your strength plus brawl.
I have no brawl. This was just why not? No, I have no success.
Yeah, no successes.
You did take a long
You
fight.
do like a roundhouse, but not hit
Yeah.
him.
So you punch Paul in the back of the head
Hell
really
yeah.
hard and go,
Yeah, you hit the hard
because you
part.
don't know that like that's a really bad place to punch someone.
I have no idea.
It's bad for both parties. You don't want-
So Paul is still on one knee, but he's realized that like he's kind of like, oh, I thought I had something in my knee, but it seems to be all right. Do you want to take a swing at Big Paul while he's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna swing at him. I'm going to just completely throw my body at him.
Okay. So give me strength plus brawl again to just body check Big Paul.
All right.
That's
One
a one.
success.
One success, and he's going to roll 2 dice against you because I think he's pretty fucked. One success. Okay, so you successfully kind of hurl your body into Big Paul, and you put him down. He doesn't take any damage, but he's down now on his other knee. He's still almost as tall as you.
Does he have hair?
I know he's bald.
Oh, damn.
Is it funnier if he has hair? Then yes, he has hair.
More flammable if he has hair.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Shit. Don't maim Big Paul. He's on our team.
Yeah.
This is for survival.
This is to win a prize.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's drunk. She doesn't know.
Yeah.
Sounds
true.
pretty good.
Pirates love scars.
So here's the thing
Also true.
that a hermetic mage with power of forces might be able to do is that you do have the ability to enhance kinetic energy as well.
Oh.
So if you're able to land a hit on Big Paul, you can make it hurt real bad.
Oh yeah, I'll do that.
With
I
some
didn't know I could
stank
do
on
that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that like right in his back, just like.
So you are going to have to land a hit.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll me your strength plus
You're
brawl.
gonna punch
to
the
get a
square
hit
in the
roll.
back.
I don't know.
Just in the,
Okay.
Well,
Just checking.
I see it like you punch him in the head, it doesn't work.
Yeah,
You're like,
well,
I gotta remember that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Let's give the back a go.
Yeah.
Or I could choke him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to give him a chokey?
Yeah, I'll choke him.
Yeah, there you
I'll give
go.
him a sleep
Yeah.
Okay.
This is as wrestling
and
as
use
it
it
gets.
to like
I just-
squeeze a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so roll your
One
strength plus brawl.
success.
That's two.
Oh no, there's these two. I only rolled these two.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
so there's
okay.
one success.
Okay.
Okay. Big
That's
Paul is still dividing his dice pool against the two of you.
That's to grab him. That's just
the only
grab him.
reason you guys haven't just been annihilated by Big Paul.
That
How
was
many
our
successes did you say?
one.
One success? Okay, you succeed because
Yes!
he
wow.
got one success.
Wow.
You are now around, you've now got Big Paul in a chokehold that you don't really know how to like close home.
Yeah.
He stands up and starts kind of
Oh my
swinging
God.
back and forth to try and get you off.
Okay.
But it's legal. What do you want to do?
I'm just watching all of
Can I
this.
just say that in my notes, this is not how I thought was going to do the fighting.
I understand. But
Just like this isn't.
someone had a little bit of lubrication.
Yeah, like I'm not
Socially.
saying that like no one, like anyone was allowed to do whatever fighting pit they want. I'm just saying this wasn't in my notes.
Yeah,
I was looking at the staring contest.
I was ready
That's
to.
where I was
Yeah.
I was ready to go there, but
I
White Girl wasn't
like
happy.
breaking stereotypes.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Liga, what do you do on this turn?
And also, like, what stupid stuff does a drunk white girl do?
Get in fight.
Yeah.
On
Yeah,
TikTok.
Have you been?
cage fighting.
Have you
Yeah.
been downtown Seattle? Like, come
Yeah,
on.
I've been in Ballard at 2 a.m.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
crossing the street.
I'm an instigator.
Yeah.
Liga, what would you
That's where
like
it comes from.
Okay, so already body slammed.
He brought him down to his two
Quite
knees. He's
literally.
now back up again, but he is at a disadvantage because he's mainly
Currently
trying
in
to
chokehold.
throw off aura.
So
He's not going to resist whatever you do, basically.
we are in a dirt pit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
There's a lot of people watching us. Well, they don't know we're mages, so
They all know.
Yeah, they know you're mages, but if you do something vulgar, it will still be with witnesses.
I'm gonna do a little symbol and turn like a nice little chunk of where we are all into a little pool of water.
Let's fucking go.
Oh, is
Let's
it going
do
to be a mud wrestling
Yeah,
pit?
Oh my god, it's mud
This
wrestling.
is yakety sax right
So
now.
you get down on one knee, you scroll an arcane symbol,
Oh my god.
Using your knowledge of symbology, you are scrolling an arcane symbol into the fighting pit. This is actually a pretty big bit of magic, so it's you're going to need 4 successes just to pass, unless you use quintessence.
I will use some of my quintessence.
How much of it? It'll go down by 1 for each point you use.
I don't know.
Let's do 2. I'll
Okay.
do 2 of my quintessence.
So now a difficulty of 2, and you're either going to have to add 3 paradox dice, or you're going to have to get 5 successes.
God, that's a lot of success.
It's a big bit of magic.
All right.
I understand
All right.
that.
So just okay. How many dice? So 3.
It's quite
paradox.
obvious.
You don't need to do that. I got it.
And how many?
5 total.
5 total.
Oh, out of these 6. I have to get 5 out of this.
No, you have to get 2 now.
You have to get 2.
Oh yeah.
Because you're
Because you use your quintessence.
Come on.
Boom.
Hey, you got 3.
You got 3 successes?
2 on...
All right. So the fighting pit around you turns into, most of the mud turns into water. Below that, of course, is just stone. It's just the bedrock. So you are now essentially swimming.
Oh, shit.
But still chokehold, right?
Hell yeah.
So
I'm
you've
not
still
letting go.
got a chokehold
Yeah,
on Big Paul.
Yeah.
Who is now like up to about his shoulders. He's still got his feet kind
Makes
of
it
planted.
easier on me.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
swimming.
a lot easier for you to stay on board.
Yeah.
Liga, you're now swimming because you are less tall than Big Paul, and you are free floating in this water, which is going to make it a little bit harder to punch someone or whatever. The crowd is going absolutely fucking ballistic.
Insane.
This is the best fight they or anyone else has ever seen.
Could I potentially create an impression of sleepiness?
You
On
can,
Big
yeah.
Paul?
So you
I want him
can't.
to get kind of tired, kind of sleepy.
yeah.
He's in the
You
sleeper.
can make him get tired. You can't make him fall
Yeah,
asleep.
I'm not going to make him fall asleep, but he might
Okay,
start
so
to wobble.
from the sidelines, using your insight into the very nature of people, go ahead and use that. That's another pretty simple one, and it's still coincidental.
Another
So
5
just roll 5
coincidental.
dice.
Yep. 3.
3. Okay, so the spell goes off, and Big Paul starts to kind of waver from side to side. He just kind of really wants to give up.
I would
doesn't-
too after all that,
He
honestly.
doesn't really know what's going on.
Is it the spell or just reality
Dry,
that's hitting
very
him?
wet.
He's swimming
No
now.
explanation.
Let's take one more. Let's take one more turn of this.
I gotta choke him.
Yeah, all right. You're gonna choke him some more with that good strength
Yeah, I'm
plus
gonna
brawl.
juice
Yeah, there
and
you go.
choke him.
So keep giving
grab.
it a strength plus brawl.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do a forces to do a little bit more damage with that.
Okay.
If you manage to get a hit.
So that's 4 dice. Do I still use my paradox as well?
On a mundane roll where there's no magic involved, you don't have to. No.
Oh, I'm
So
using
this is
magic.
Just,
I'm
this is
using
just to
it-
see if you hit him.
Oh, to see if I
and
hit
then
him.
we'll
Okay.
do the magic afterwards.
So it's just 2.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay.
We needed that.
Yeah. I needed a win.
So you succeed in getting the choke on Big Paul.
Nice.
So now you're going to do a magic roll. You're going to
Yeah.
decide how much damage you want to do to Big Paul
Yeah.
with this chokehold.
Yeah.
What is the answer to that question? This is a level 2. This is a level 2 spell, and it's coincidental because no one here is aware that you're doing magic shit, even though you're whispering incantations into Paul's ear.
Yeah.
And the dirt
I'm
turned
just
into
secretly,
water.
I'm just telling
They know
him
that was
super
magic.
secret.
Okay.
Basically, you
Well-
can roll the dice and see how many successes you get, and those are going to be everything over margin is going to be bonus damage.
Okay.
Or you can add paradox dice to definitely hurt Paul for that much.
I guess I'll add a paradox, my one paradox,
Okay.
and because I'm
Oh, because
already
you've already got 1 paradox you have to spend.
Yeah.
Right? Okay,
So-
so that's going to be a point of bonus damage. So you're going
Okay.
to take at least 3 damage.
I got 2 successes.
Okay,
I'm trying to just like choke him.
so Paul is getting choked out, and it just like he cannot believe how hard it feels like you are squeezing his neck.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
He's also just confused
I don't think he's that
and
smart.
tired,
Let's get him under that water line.
and he just like
Yeah.
kind of wades off to the side and just taps.
Oh my god. yeah, and as
yeah,
soon
you
as
gotta
he
tap.
taps, like I just like let go and I'm just like, woo!
Yar!
Woo! Yeah, yar!
Yar.
Yar!
And at that point, Liga, your spell to turn the mud into water runs out.
Uh-oh.
And the water turns back into mud that is also water, and you are both now just in the kind of soupy quicksand-like mud.
I'm still like, whoa! I'm like high five. We're gonna like
everyone is covered in
yeah, I'm
blood.
like high five.
Missed
Yeah.
the first time.
I'm like, Shay lives in the woods.
She's from the woods.
Yeah.
Let me see what I have down for prizes.
Do you get a roll for this prize?
Pretty good.
So everyone's like, it's like
And then I'm like, oh my god, he should have been the fighter.
partly
I like pointed.
it's the fact that you guys like
The wraps on my hand.
I'm like, he's got those funny raps. That means he hits
Oh
things.
yeah, why didn't we ask him to fight?
I don't know. We're like covered in mud. Like, oh, we should have asked him. Oh well. Can you do staring?
Yeah.
So on the one
Help
hand,
us out.
you clearly cheated.
Yeah.
On the other hand, it was the best fight that anyone in this room has ever seen. And they're all delighted, and I feel like the adjudicator would probably be facing some kind of mob if he refused to give you the prize.
Yeah.
Well, we'll fetch the prizes then. So to you, Aura, he presents a sort of a very nice wooden box
Oh.
to you, and if you choose to open it up,
Oh, thanks. she opens it.
it's a beautiful firearm.
Oh.
With sort of gold engravings along it. Looks like someone like spent. This isn't just something you just buy from the store. This has had some attention put on it.
Wow.
For you,
Yeah, I take that. I'm like, I got a gun. Like, put it
for you, the adjudicator's like, well, you didn't really have 2 prizes for each one, so this is what we had for the witch. And he gives you what looks like it's a big satchel. And as you open it up, it's a survivalist's kit. It's for being out in the wild. It's got a lot of just sort of places to put your herbs, and it also has a wicked hunting knife.
All right, this is
But
pretty sweet.
Yeah, but it's the opposite of the engraved firearm. This is a hunting knife that just has it's just for this one thing, which is hunting, and no one has spent any effort to make it look like anything else but a hunting knife. It's like, this is knife. This does what knife does.
So like hunting, does it defined as like?
You could definitely use it to kill something, but also use it to kind of skin carcasses and that kind of thing. It's a kind of multi-purpose knife. It's a pretty decent price. I tailored the prices to the characters. Or rather, Hendrix did, I suppose. So we still have the options. Like at this point, everyone is at the fighting pit. There's still a knife throwing contest.
I would love to try to find this monkey.
You want to play catch the monkey?
Yeah, if I sense life, can I sense specifically a monkey?
Yeah, so you can sense where the monkey is easily.
Okay.
You can just see it because it's the only life form there that is a monkey.
Yeah.
Throwing
gun.
it's
I
throwing
would love
crap at
to.
you
I
right
would love
now.
to sense the only monkey in the house.
Okay, so
Thing. Mouth.
so go ahead and do it.
Okay. that
So
another-
this is going to be dexterity plus athletics to catch this monkey, and everyone will be extremely relieved if you catch it because it's still making mayhem.
Oh my God.
It's now wearing an oversized hat that it took off someone. It is too big for its monkey head.
Okay.
Because the
So can I
flinging
see
of
it right
crap
now,
that
or I
started.
can't see it?
You can see it because you use your life sensor. You
Oh.
zero in on where it is.
Okay.
And it's currently on the ground waiting for someone to try and catch it.
Okay. Now I'm rolling to try to catch this thing.
Yeah, you want to roll to try and catch
Can
it?
I first try to create a empathic bond with this monkey?
Uh-huh.
Trying to be like, let's chill
No.
out. Let's
Yeah.
bring it down.
So you can feel what it can feel what you feel, and you can feel what it feels.
Yeah, and I'm trying to keep the mood even.
Okay,
you know?
sure. So you're
I'm bonding with this monkey.
bonding with the monkey.
It's like
Okay.
that scene in Congo with the.
So that's a. So you get down and you look at this monkey.
Yeah.
Right in the eye, and it looks right back at you like, you're gonna try and catch me. I know it, and it's gonna be. I'm fucking hard to catch, man. I'm a monkey. This is what I do. Is not getting caught.
This is what I do.
And so go ahead and roll 5 dice. This is again coincidental because I'm pretty sure you checked over your character with Kiko.
No, I didn't. But I like his vibe of that. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So 5 dice.
Okay. This is
4?
Yeah, 4.
Okay, so the monkey now feels what you are feeling.
Mm-hmm.
However, what I'm going to ask you to do is do a composure plus resolve roll in order to get your emotions into a I'm sleepy and I want to be caught kind of state.
I mean, I was just trying to make another guy kind of sleepy.
But are you yourself?
Nah, I was
So
pretty
if you
stoked.
want-
That
if you-
fight was cool as hell. So
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty excited about it. Remind me again, composure
So
plus.
just go ahead and roll 5 dice again.
Okay, we just
And you get a couple of successes.
roll 5 all day. 2. That's
you
a
get
couple.
enough successes to
Legally.
just calm down.
Yes. Slow the heartbeat
And
down a little bit.
The monkey's looking at you like, this guy seems all right.
I want to slowly approach.
Slowly approach the monkey,
And I'm going to grab the monkey
and it's like
by the hand.
just gonna reach out and try and catch it by the get it by the hand.
Just like, let me hold your hand.
The monkey reaches out but doesn't quite touch you.
Okay.
And
I wait.
Starts to pull its
Uh-oh.
hand back. Would you like to attempt to catch the monkey? It's going to be a lot less difficult now.
Yeah, we're going to go for it.
Okay. Dex plus athletics.
Cool, I'm good at those things.
Yeah.
2.
You got 2 successes. Would you like, so you've got 2 choices here. You can succeed at a cost, or you can burn a point of willpower to re-roll up to 3 dice.
Why am
What's
I
the
anxious
cost?
right now?
Gotta
So
get this
in order,
monkey.
so in order to do that, what
Gotta
you
get
do
that
is
monkey.
you would put on your willpower health tracker, you would just put a line across one of those boxes. So that's like it's like a secondary health pool.
I really want this monkey so much. I'm willing to kill and die for it. So let's just will it to happen if that's okay. It's such a dumb spell to waste. But,
So go ahead.
Yeah.
Re-roll 3 dice of your choice, and try and get that extra success.
Got one.
You got one.
Scaredy.
You get
was
enough.
scared.
The monkey pulls his hand away, and you just reach out and you get him. And he goes, ah!
And I go, I've never thought about this part.
I got caught! And then it runs up your shoulder, looks around for anyone else who might catch it, and then starts just picking stuff out of you.
Okay, I like that. Yeah.
And now it's on your shoulder,
Cool.
and it's and you go, ah! A bystander says, "Hey, I guess it's your monkey now.
I love this.
What are you gonna call it?"
Hmm.
And as that happens, we go to someone else so you can think.
Yes, sorry.
You get a monkey
I'll
on
get
your
this
back.
monkey name in my head. I don't want to go with the obvious Friends reference. That's not good. But we all know.
So Sisha,
Yes.
a young man comes up to you and says, "Are you Saoirse, the famous fortune teller and mind reader?"
It's been a while since she's been like recognized, right?
Yeah.
So she's come from
But
that.
like people kind of know who's coming to the island. Word's gone around a bit.
Right, but like she's kind of been keeping that low, but
Mm-hmm.
it feels good to have someone recognize her because she's used to being
He's pretty.
recognized.
Yeah, pretty
right?
big star.
And I was
yeah.
like, oh, yes, you're right. How have you heard of me?
My name is Jimothy.
Oh,
I was
okay.
wondering if you would do a reading for me.
Sure.
I-
Kind of just check around.
I lost my partner at sea.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I-
That's not good.
I just want to know if you can tell me, will I be happy again?
No. I can do that for you, or I can see about doing that for you.
Okay. So how do you want to approach this?
Just say yes.
Yes.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Bye.
Sure, whatever. So they want me to see if they're ever going to be happy again. So this
Yeah.
is a future thing.
Yeah, you could. I mean, you could just.
Biff it.
You just can't fool them,
Yes.
or you can actually look into the future and see if they'll be happy again.
I want to look into the future, but I'm not necessarily going to tell them what I see immediately.
Okay.
Okay. So I need to draw.
Yeah, you need to draw. So you get out your pad
Yes.
and you start to kind of get into that place
Yes.
where you're not really paying attention to what your hands are doing. It's
No.
just you're going into a special part of your mind. So give me that craft.
So 5
plus
dice.
a rate roll. However, you are looking into the future, which is pretty difficult. So let me
Yes.
look at my notes here.
Tell me what to roll.
Actually, that's not too. So how far in the future do you want to look? Are we talking 1 year, 5 years?
How old does this person appear to be?
They look like they're in their sort of early 20s.
I'll look over a span of 10 years or 5 years. 5 years. 5 years.
5 years. Okay. So you are going to have to use. Looking at the future is difficult.
Yes.
It's going to be. You're going to either need 4 successes over margin, which is 6 successes, which is not quite impossible for you to get because you could crit, or you're going to have to you're going to have to add 4 paradox dice.
That's a lot. I don't know if I want to waste on that. About 3 years into the future. Let's do some
So,
negotiating with my little wrinkly person.
Then let's say you can do it with 3 paradox dice instead.
Okay, so
Or
I'll
successes over margin.
oh, well, one of these is a paradox already anyway.
And you're just looking to this particular guy's future.
So I'll have to add 3 more in addition to the one I have already?
So 5 dice total,
Yes.
and then 3 of them are paradox dice. Do you already have? Do you have
I
a point
already
of
have
persistent
them.
paradox?
Yes.
Then that counts as one of them.
Okay, so then I just need
Yeah.
2 paradox. I'll do that. So, yep. Okay. So I'm drawing away and I see nothing.
You see nothing.
Nothing.
You biff it totally.
I see nothing.
But did you get any kind of paradox
I
fail?
got
You just got.
I got
just
nothing.
0. Nothing happened.
I got nothing.
So you look.
Damn. Okay.
No signal.
Posed.
No signal. Major Tom is out there floating around, not talking to me. I just don't hear anything.
So you look at the picture that you just drawn, which is a picture of a smiling and laughing Wilhelm with a monkey on his shoulder.
That's what I drew.
And you look over and there he is.
Because you just drew whatever was
Yeah.
the most recent thing you saw.
Right.
And you try and figure out how you're going to spin this to tell the guy something that he wants to hear. I mean, you can also try again, but you'd have to be like, don't worry about that one.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to say, like, pardon me, it's, I guess a way to say this that you would understand was I need to get my sea legs.
Okay.
Like, I'm new here. The whole vibe is kind of a lot. Like, there was a mud fight.
Yeah,
a monkey.
there's a lot going on.
Like, there's a lot. So I'm not in my normal environment. My attendants are, like, off drinking whatever the hell they're drinking. They're not here. So pardon
Owen
me.
and Neve are having the fucking best time.
Yeah, they're over there partying and not even fucking paying attention. So, like...
They're helping to clean the mud off of big
Oh my
right.
right. So I was like, let me do this. So I just crumple it up and like throw the piece of paper. Or actually, I don't crumple it up. I give it to you. It's like, here, this is for you. Like, you got it in my head. Okay.
Name roll again.
Yep. Oh, I got 5 successes.
5 successes.
Wow.
Do you get any weird shit? Any crits?
No
or just
weird-
everything was
well,
a
I got-
success?
No, I didn't get a crit.
Yeah,
There's
the
only
crit
one
says-
that's indicating a crit, so there's no crit
Okay.
because you need 2 to get it.
Yeah.
That is
Pairs.
true. Okay, so you are able to look into the future of this man's life. And looking into the future is always a little bit hazy.
Yes.
But you see that within the next 5 years, like, he'll know love again. And you realize that as you look at this picture you've drawn, it's him and his new love. And a little child, too.
Oh.
And I just hand that to him.
And he looks and he says,
Jimothy?
Jimothy. And he says, and this will come to pass?
It is looking that way.
Thank you.
But remember, what I see is what could happen. So this is most likely going to happen unless something upsets it.
Got it. Don't do anything fucky. I understand.
Yes.
Thank you. I have no use for these. Maybe you will. I won them off Hendrix in a contest. And he hands you a set of tarot cards, and they're well worn. They look like they've been used for like all kinds of card games over the years.
Tarot cards. Thanks. I'll put these to use.
And one thing you know about magic is that having an object that belongs to someone can be very helpful with sympathetic magic in general. So this will allow you to possibly in the future do magic more easily that involves Hendrix.
Well, I was just about to ask, could I get a vibe from the cards?
Yeah, absolutely. That is
Vibe check, please.
vibe check the cards. Actually, don't know if you have anything that would let you do a vibe check on the cards.
Yeah, because I
You
don't have matter
or spirit
or spirit.
I could look at him if you come over. I'm pretty sure I'm covered in mud, still drinking next to the.
I might wait till you sober up. She's like, look at these cards. I'm like, yeah, like, are these yours? Like, what?
So meanwhile,
It would not right.
Wilhelm, have you decided on a name for this monkey?
I think we have to name the monkey Chumbawamba.
Chumbawamba.
Yeah, and we can call him Chumba for short, but never Chum, because we're going to be on a boat, and that's really fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sorry.
Yeah.
I was going through
Chumbawamba?
that. Yeah, Patrick was a close second. Just in my brain.
That would have been extremely funny.
Yeah.
Chumbawamba is also very good.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it.
He gets knocked down and he gets up again.
He won't ever stay down.
In fact, you can see him now. He's climbed off your shoulder temporarily. You have the understanding that your shoulder is now where he mostly lives.
Yep.
But he's drinking a whiskey drink. He's drinking a lager drink. And then, in his own way, he's singing songs that remind them of the good times.
Yeah.
But it's like...
Leaving?
But when I say he's singing songs that remind him of the good times, he's going...
Hopefully when he pisses the night away, it's not on my shoulder.
No, hopefully he will have gone from your shoulder at that point.
Anyway.
Does anyone else have anything that they want to, any of these contests they want to do? I'll remind you of the contest. There is the fighting pit, which I mean, like, technically it's still there, but it's going to be hard to beat that.
Yeah.
A knife throwing contest, lockpicking contest, staring contest.
I kind of want to do the staring contest, but I'm also afraid that I have to stare you down. And I don't want to do that.
So you're not going to it's not a staring contest with me. I'm sort of an ephemeral force.
Right.
I'm just narrative.
Okay.
I don't exist other than as a possible name for a monkey. So this will be done with
Chumba
rolls.
Patrick Womba.
Chumba Patrick Womba. Yeah.
There you go, full name.
I'll do it.
Okay.
The staring.
So let me look at my notes for the staring contest. So you sit down over an empty chair, and Jimothy, very excited, says,
God.
I'll do it. He runs across and sits next to you and eagerly looks you in the eye, hoping that he can maybe win a staring contest with you.
Okay. Hi again.
So go ahead and roll me your resolve plus intimidation. Which is it's not bad.
Resolve is 4 and intimidation is 1.
It's 5 dice. Trying to be the difficulty 3. Okay. You stare at him, and he stares back at you, and he begins to kind of visibly shake. And he goes,
My nose starts
and he goes, I can't do it. And you win the first round of the staring contest.
Sweet. I did it. Nice.
Round 1.
A whole me. I did it.
The next person to sit down
Oh God, is it Paul?
is Big Paul.
He's kind of he's wrecked though, right?
Yeah, he's fucked up, man. So, like,
sleepy?
his difficulty on here is a little bit lower.
Oh yeah.
Because he just wants to get a win.
Right.
But he's like, I'm going to beat one of these fucking wizards at something.
Okay.
He locks eyes with you. So go.
I don't need a paradox on this, right?
No,
Okay.
this is normal
just
unless you
straight
decide
up
you're going to do magic.
Ability. Okay. Do I want to do magic?
Unless you're going to just do magic where you just go into his mind like, you're fucking stupid.
You could.
You never win a staring contest. Big Paul, who to all intents and purposes has always just been a
Think
nice
about
man.
how dry your eyes are right now.
Oh my god.
Oh, they're so dry.
They're so dry.
You could use some.
Yeah, I kind of want to do that because now my eyes are dry.
Yeah. Sorry, make it think about it. The awareness is the issue.
No one wants to think about it.
I think I do kind of want to make his eyes a little dry. That's a good.
Okay, so in order to do that, that is create an impression. It's very easy to do, and you're already staring at him right in the eye.
So I
Just
add
roll your 5 dice and include your paradox dice.
Okay.
Oh,
You have it automatically.
Paul was
Flew out of
probably
my
a
hand.
nice guy, honestly.
2 success. 1 on a paradox.
So you succeed. I'm going to take away one of Paul's dice, and it's the one that he got a success on. So now give me a resolve and an intimidation, and try not to completely biff it.
Right. I don't want
Paul is
one.
visibly shaking
Uh-oh.
as soon as he sits down.
3 success.
Oh, Paul doesn't have a chance. He basically,
He immediately sits down with his eyes closed.
he sits down, looks at you, and says, "Nope," and walks away. And then just begins to drink straight from a keg.
I have that effect on people.
Okay, so the last person to sit down.
Oh God, is it Hendrix?
It's the Dread Pirate Hendrix.
Oh my god.
And Hendrix says to you,
in my pocket.
"Be honest with me. Did you use magic against Big Paul?"
I mean, I can't control whether people's eyes are dry or not.
So roll me a manipulation and subterfuge if you want to convince Hendrix that you don't use magic.
Where the fuck is that? Oh, hold
That
on.
is,
Manipulate 3?
Yeah, it's 5 dice.
It's like, did you use
And
magic in the
yeah,
fight?
5. Yes.
Yes, you saw the water, right?
I didn't say yes or no. I just said I can't control if people feel like their eyes are dry or
Let's
not.
see if he buys it.
1. I have 5 successes.
He
Wow.
got 5 successes. He goes,
Yeah.
"Oh, all right then." That's true. You can't control anyone. That's That's what I've always said.
Yeah.
All right, so now you're just gonna go against Hendrix.
How
in
can
the
I
staring
use those
contest.
tarot cards that were once his in this situation?
So you have something that belongs to him. So
Yes.
you could use it to make a magic roll easier.
Like kind of like a scryer a
Is
little
it
bit.
you that used mind effect on Hendrix earlier
I
on?
did.
It was like trying to punch through a brick wall.
Right.
You suspect the same would be true again.
Right.
But yeah, you could reduce the difficulty on the roll by 1.
I'm gonna do the not necessarily a dry eyes thing again, but I want to kind of make it like
Just make him close his eyes.
somehow
create
get
impression.
distracted, like something
Okay.
distracts him.
Monkey.
A monkey.
How hard do you want to juice it?
I'm trying to think how hard I want to juice this. Just like medium juice.
Okay. So
That's fair.
difficulty is 2. You have to
Okay.
include 1 paradox
Right.
dice. Every other paradox dice you include is going to be an automatic success.
And how many successes I need to get again?
Depends what he rolls.
I'll add 1 more paradox. Why not?
Okay.
So 5 dice, 2 paradox. Shit.
Let's just if the spell goes off.
4 successes.
Okay.
2 on paradox.
The spell goes off. So let's say that we're going to take 3 off his difficulty. Now you have to do the staring roll.
Oh god.
So resolve plus intimidation again.
5 dice. Everybody's sweating.
He looks pretty confident.
Of course he does. 4 successes.
That's
2 crit. There's a crit.
That's a crit, yeah.
So I have a crit and 2 successes.
So you have 6 successes. Hendrix has 1, 2, 3. You sit down and go opposite Hendrix.
Oh god, I'm gonna vomit. What?
The contest goes on for 3 minutes.
I thought you were gonna say hours. I was like, Jesus
Right?
Christ.
You just stare at each other.
Mhm.
And eventually, he just goes, I can't do it. Saoirse is the winner. And he grabs your hand and lifts it up.
Yeah.
Everyone cheers. And Saoirse.
I did it. I did it.
Saoirse.
All me.
And Hendrix says, I guess we know who the real Dread Pirate is around here.
Oh, it's definitely you. You're the. I'm not trying to contest
You fit
that.
the role, yeah.
So he says, no, I do have a prize especially for you since you won this.
Okay.
It's a little bit, well, you know I'm not much of a technology man, but this is an interesting little trinket I got from when we raided an order boat. And he gives you another small case. And it's an ornate, you've probably never seen one of these before, but it's an ornate fountain pen.
Oh. Ooh. I can use it to draw with.
And you might not have even ever seen a pen that looks like this before. This is really recent and cool technology.
Okay.
But yeah, it's pretty nice. And he goes, well done. Did you cheat though?
Hey, if it's an ability I have, is it really cheating?
Very good point. Very good point.
I'm
I'll get
sure
you-
you've used your abilities at certain times.
I was thinking about doing it this time. But I'll get you next time. How about that?
All right.
Okay.
Yarg.
So
Quick question. Is the monkey the prize?
the monkey was the prize for catching the monkey.
Okay, cool.
So
Probably should have learned.
do you still want to take part
Nah,
in
it's
the contest?
fine. I'm fine with
I
that.
would like you to take part in the contest.
I wanted to actually give Big Paul a win and suggest that he throws some knives and then perhaps bring someone along who can control forces
Okay.
and ensure that happens because Big Paul's, he deserves more.
So go ahead and run that conversation with Saoirse.
What's up?
So, you know the guy that we've totally embarrassed several times today?
Oh, the big guy.
Yeah, the big one, yeah.
Named Paul.
The thing is he was down, and he's part of our crew.
Yes,
and
he is.
I would like to, I don't want him to start this journey off on a bad foot. or
Yeah, it
anything,
would be
so
bad for us.
Let's
if
get
it
him
was-
some spirit. I want him to win this knife throwing contest. Now, I have no idea if he's any good at that or anything. But I do know, I don't know if I actually know this, but I think we might be able to help him win that.
I think we can.
Mm-hmm.
However, you might need the services of someone who can use their abilities to control an object.
Okay.
So you can do that.
I can do that?
Well, you can use the forces. So you can't control the knife directly. You can use the forces around it.
That's right. Okay, so I can do that.
So
Yeah.
it's some aerodynamics.
I wasn't sure about
You can
Okay,
make it
okay,
fly
of it,
true.
but yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
I can do it. I'm your man or woman
Yes.
or person.
All right. Well, we should go ask. We should go convince Big Paul that it's time for him to, get this win, and that we believe.
I feel like we can do that as a united front with
Yes.
our abilities.
Yes.
We can talk
Okay.
him into that.
So you go up to Big Paul, who's just sitting by a big keg of grog that's all for him, and he's not crying.
for
but
him?
He just looks dejected.
I try not to stare.
Normally,
We're
Big,
still high-fiving. We did it!
normally Big Paul just has the run of these contests, and he takes it with gentle good humor, and he's just sitting there like, Big Paul.
Can I slide up to? Is he on a bench? Like, is it a bench or like?
He's sitting on the floor next to a barrel of grog.
Let's
that is
both
Covered
take
in
a-
mud, too. Don't forget
Oh,
that.
it's covered in mud.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's both take a shoulder, maybe. Like I'm on this side, you're on this.
Yeah, like we're gonna get down to his level.
Well, you don't want to hang out with me. People will think you're a loser like I am.
You're not a
I
loser.
am a loser.
Why do you think you're a loser?
Because I lost in the brawl to two ladies who were much smaller stature than me.
Now,
And then I lost in the staring contest against you.
I just to make you feel better. Do you really think we could have done that if we weren't who we were?
I don't know.
Like, you're
Guess
special
not.
all on your own. You don't
Yeah.
need all this mumbo
you were
jumbo
born
that we
with
have
it.
under our belt.
I'm very big. That's
Or
why they
so
call me
you're so big.
Paul.
Yeah, that
big.
I mean,
Can I call you
were,
BP?
BP.
Yeah.
You were good at being Big Paul.
It's
You
the
were
same amount
Big
of
Paul.
syllables, but for some reason feels better.
BP.
But all the contests have already been won.
No,
Have you?
more
I
right?
think there's that. I think you got the
Oh,
knife throwing
I'm
contest.
no good at throwing knives.
You ever tried it? Or you just
No,
did you
I
just
just
you just
It's
accepted
not
that?
my thing. I mainly take part in things that involve being big.
Well, look at these two people that just beat you. You think this is normally their thing?
Cackling over here.
Yeah, you suck!
Fuck you, Big Paul.
And it's like, look, I just met these fools, right? They don't look at them. Do you really think on a normal day, if they were normal people, that they would have beat you? Just look at them.
I shoot my gun into the ceiling. I got a gun!
I just imagine Liga's going like, so what will be the best way to hold her hair back?
Oh, that's what some of the survival bag is for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rope to hold the hair back.
Yeah.
It's so Big Paul lumbers over to the knife throwing contest. And are one of you going to compete against him?
Not it. I already competed against him and beat him. So.
Oh, it's a.
I mean, you can if you want.
a
Otherwise,
competition?
Yeah, it's a competition.
How does this work? Yeah.
Each person throws a knife 3 times,
Yeah.
and you get points depending on how close you get to the bullseye each time.
Okay.
I don't know.
Corbin St. James has been watching this game since it started,
Right.
waiting for our opportunity to
Right.
enter.
Because I was about to say to you, like, I don't think it should be one of us.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
it like goes against him because it's like he
Then,
already.
then he'll think that it's just us,
Yeah, you threw it.
sandbagging. Exactly.
Yeah, like he thinks we're letting.
Yeah,
him
this
win.
needs to be an authentic win
Yeah,
for his
he
spirit to
needs to
arrive.
feel like
Exactly.
He needs,
We're being dicks.
Yeah,
Genuinely supportive. It's
he
great.
needs to
Right, Big Paul sucks on the wall of the cabin.
I can see you
carving
like
it in the wall.
shooting it with bullets, just making it.
It's taking forever because you have to reload each
You have
time.
a musket loaded.
Yeah,
Yeah. So she.
Corbin
they
St.
have been
James goes,
watching. Terrible.
I'll take on Big Paul in a knife throwing contest. Why not?
But they're actually good at it.
Well, you haven't seen him throw a knife
Okay.
yet.
All right. Okay.
Okay, so
maybe they should go first.
Corbin St. James goes first.
I'd like to alter their trajectory.
Oh, you want to start right away?
Well,
Let's see how they are.
let's see how they are. Let's see how they are.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. That's right.
Corbin actually doesn't do too well with her first
Okay.
knife. She hits it like right on the edge of where it would just be a void.
Okay.
Like so she kind of gets and goes. Well, Big Paul, let's see what you got.
All right, so I think he's probably trash, like terrible at this. We
Yeah.
just
He's
got to get him
holding
on
the
the
knife
board.
from the blade.
Yeah.
like,
And he's drunk.
And he's drunk and sad, so he doesn't have a lot going for him. So I think we're gonna have to, really gonna have to get this one going.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get in his head and try to inspire some confidence.
Yes.
And then maybe you can do the old.
I'll do the like little air.
Yeah, exactly.
manipulation. Yes.
okay, so every success that you roll past margin on this forces effect, all paradox dice you include, is going to be an automatic success for Big Paul.
Okay.
Do I need to do anything to inspire confidence?
I mean, you can just give him a mundane pep talk if you want, or you could do some magic.
I want to do some magic.
You want to do some
I don't
magic?
want him to even.
Okay, so it's the same. It's the same effect.
Yeah.
It's
The
to give him that just
create an impression.
yeah.
Yeah.
Make him feel like you can do this, Big Paul.
Ooh, it's just a 1 though.
It's a 1, so it doesn't quite go off.
Yeah, right.
You feel it just kind of bounces off Paul's mind.
Yeah. He's distracted.
And as he gets ready, he got his tongue out, and he gets ready to roll.
And I roll 5 dice. I have 1 paradox permanent, and if I want it to be automatic successes, I add other paradox.
Or get other successes above margin.
I'm gonna add 1 more paradox.
Okay.
Okay. 2 success.
2 successes.
1 on a paradox.
1 on a paradox dice. So you actually see the knife. It almost looks like it's going to split Corbin's knife. It's so close to being an almost total biff. And then it just hits to the right of it, which is a little bit closer into the bullseye. So he took the first round.
All right, that's kind of
Mainly because Corbin threw like shit.
right. Which
He goes, oh, Paul, pretty good throw. I didn't know you could throw before. We'll have to stop calling you cack-handed Paul.
God, what did you get us into?
That's all right. Let's try the other method. Let's try to mess with her.
Yeah, mess with her
Right,
shit.
so Corbin steps up to the plate for her next roll. And
Mind fuck her.
Yeah, no, I got him.
and she hits it now much closer to the internal ring before the bullseye she hits. She got 3 successes.
Oh, okay. Well, I wanted to get in her head
Oh, I'm
before
sorry.
that
So let's do
happened.
that first. And
Okay.
we'll subtract successes based on that.
Okay. I want her to think shit that right before the blade releases, that maybe she left the tea kettle on, and
Okay.
that the house could burn down.
Okay, so
It's a type of panic.
go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
She's also going to roll against this.
Fine.
Hmm.
You got 4 successes.
Yeah, I got 4.
Right before she releases the dagger, she goes, she's just looking at her as if to say, should I be? And she just goes a little bit wide.
Mm-hmm.
And again, she's to the left of Big Paul's plate. So she did okay.
Yeah.
But Big Paul is currently 2 for 2. If she can get it, she'd need to get a bullseye this time in order to from the 3rd throw.
He would? Or
She would.
She would, okay.
He can basically he can biff this roll as long as she doesn't do really, really well.
Can I try to give him a pep talk?
Sure. You
Like
want to
in
give him
person?
a mundane pep talk or a magical one?
I'm going to do a mundane one.
Okay.
I'm just
So
going to make him
From the heart.
get it. Just do it.
so let's call this charisma plus persuasion.
Those
3.
look good. Those look good.
Mm-hmm.
Those look good for you.
Persuasion. How many do I have?
You got that's
Why can't I find it? Oh, here it is, 2.
5 dice again.
Okay. All right. Paul. I just take his face. Take his fucking face. Big face.
Big cauliflower.
Yeah, he's like
ears.
out here though.
Look
Instead
at
of
her hat. Just look at that hat.
I see it.
Just. Do you hate that hat or you love that hat?
I kind of love it.
Okay. Just take the love you have for that hat and put it into this throw.
I can do it.
You can do it.
I can do it.
Fuck all these mages fucking with you.
Mages were fucking with me.
Well, you know what I mean. Like,
Oh yeah, the mud thing.
the mud thing, you know, like
Still
they're
partying.
fucking with
Yeah,
you.
we're having a good time.
Like, we had a staring contest. There was a moment, you know, like you weren't all there, so it's fine. We all accept you as a person. You got this. You can do this. This is your new thing. This is gonna be your new fucking thing.
BP.
Oh my
It's gonna be Big Paul, the knife thrower.
And then you just hear a chorus from the other side of the cabin like, how do you spell loser on Bones Island? P-A-U-L.
I'm like, don't fucking pay attention to those guys.
It's okay, roll your dice.
Okay. I got 0 success.
We're gonna have the most depressed first mate of all time.
And he just says, I'm not good with words, but the way they're spelling loser
You know what?
seems like maybe what they're doing is they're replacing the spelling of loser with the spelling of Paul.
Can I do this? I was like, ignore what they're saying, and I take their voice, I take their
Oh,
voice.
you're gonna use
I'm not gonna suffocate them. I'm just gonna.
No, you're gonna change it. Oh, you're gonna mute it.
Oh yeah, you could change it. To
Oh yeah,
say-
go
I
ahead.
could change
do
it
to
too.
winner as Paul or something.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna change it to winner. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm
Do
gonna
it.
change his auditory experience to be positive.
All right. And you know what? So you're just doing it to Paul. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is coincidental.
Yes.
I'm only doing it because I got him like he's.
So he's not.
got him by the face.
And you say like this is no. They're saying winner.
Yeah, they're saying winner.
So go ahead and just do that roll. Include your paradox dice.
Right.
We'll do it.
That's a good idea. Oh my god. Watch me melt his brain. 2 success.
2 successes.
1 on a
All right, you do it.
paradox.
He says, they're saying, I'm not good with words, but they're saying winner, and it
Yeah.
still seems like the letter for Paul.
Yeah, that's what they
Yeah,
mean.
you know
You're
the
a
first one,
fucking
it looks
winner,
like-
man. You're a winner. You're
And
a
he
winner.
goes, ah! And he throws the knife.
And I
Oh well,
should
we're
I
gonna,
try
we're gonna
to
find
alter
them.
it?
And you just did it. I think you're going to say that was your spell for the turn.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. I don't want to use up too
And
many
he
things.
gets,
Please do good.
he does pretty well. He gets it on the inner ring again.
Okay, good. Phew. God,
So
that was
Corbin
a lot.
needs to do spectacularly in order to win.
I need to sit down. That was a lot.
Yes. Well, Paul, I have to admit, I didn't know you were this good at throwing knives. She throws it, hits Paul's knife, and bounces off.
Yes.
Doesn't count.
She goes, the winner, Big Paul.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah,
Paul
Paul.
takes a
Just like, oh,
hat
Paul.
off. And then you know what? She puts the hat on his head.
Oh,
He got the hat he
Got
loved.
the hat. He loves the hat.
we're not paying attention.
Yeah, yeah.
He goes, I've got plenty, Paul. Don't worry about it.
Does Paul win?
So the guy who's running the knife stand, who's like looking at you guys like, what the fuck is that? Like, he goes over and goes, Paul, voucher for a free tattoo at Daddy Stink's House of Ink
Stinks.
on Isla Fortuna. And he gives him the voucher. And Big Paul says, I kind of have all the Wilhelm, I want you to have this.
Well, thank you.
He
I've,
gives you a voucher because you saw that you got a
yeah,
little bit.
I've heavily worked on.
Yeah. He says, I want you to have this.
Well, thank you.
For
You earned it, buddy.
helping me to believe in myself.
Yeah, you're great at knives. You should go semi-pro. Maybe.
Yeah. And then he goes back and gets drunk again, but in a happy way.
Yeah.
Good.
There we go.
Happy drunk's always good. I mean, not, well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So as you're kind of just enjoying the party, Wilhelm, you got a little bit more of yourself. Hendrix comes up. Ashkayana, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I love all of these different types of mages they are. I find it fascinating stuff, but the Ashkayana, those are the ones I've always liked the best.
Why do you say that?
Well, one saved my life once.
Oh.
I was a long time ago, but funny enough, his name was Wilhelm too.
Interesting. I wonder if I don't think I know any other Wilhelms.
That was why I sent him the note. But I'm glad you arrived, son. And he holds you on the arm. He looks you right in the eye and he goes, "This is the Unconquered Isles. You are who you say you are here." And with that, it's going to be the end of part 3.
That's good.
the spirits rest and never walk alone. The hopes and dreams of many lie upon Bones Island. They anchor where the spirits rest and never walk alone. The hopes and dreams of many lie upon Bones